I've never seen anything like it. Toni Kroos stunned by Lamine Yamal's rise as Ballon d'Or dream gathers pace. Before we get deep into what Kroos said, do make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss an update. Let's get started. In the heart of Europe's football elite, where legends are crafted and dreams are either crushed or crystallized under the weight of expectation, a 17-year-old boy from Barcelona is quietly, yet emphatically, breaking the code. Lamine Yamal. Remember the name, although at this point, how could you forget? With every twist of his left foot, every inch-perfect assist, and every gravity-defying dribble, he's rewriting what it means to be a football prodigy. And now, he's attracting the admiration of football's most decorated minds, even those from the other side of the El Clasico divide. One such voice? None other than Toni Kroos, the legendary Real Madrid midfielder who has shared dressing rooms with Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, and countless Galacticos. Yet, as Kroos himself admits, I have never seen a kid like him. This is the story of how a teenager from Esplugues de Llobregat is not only chasing the Ballon d'Or, but redefining what's normal for the next generation of footballing greatness. In a season where stars rose and fell, where superclubs battled financial fair play and Champions League giants clashed, Lamine Yamal's emergence felt different. It wasn't just hype. It wasn't just potential. It was real. By the end of the 2024-25 campaign, Yamal had racked up 18 goals and 21 assists for Barcelona in all competitions. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was how and when they came. In high-stakes matches against Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, and even Real Madrid, it was the 17-year-old who took responsibility. While older teammates hesitated, Yamal demanded the ball. He ran at defenders with the reckless elegance of youth and the cold precision of a seasoned veteran. This is what separates Yamal from the rest. I also made the Bayern first team at 17, but I wasn't at his level, which is spectacular, Kroos told La Gazzetta dello Sport. What makes me think that this boy is special is his constant search for prominence on the pitch. In difficult moments, he always steps up. La Masia, Barcelona's famed academy, has long been the factory for football artistry. From Pep Guardiola to Andres Iniesta, from Xavi to Messi, it's where players are taught to think, breathe, and live football the Barca way. Born in 2007 to a Moroccan father and Equatoguinean mother, Yamal was spotted early and fast-tracked through the ranks. By 15, he was training with the first team. By 16, he was breaking records: youngest La Liga scorer, youngest Spain international, youngest UEFA Champions League debutant. By 17, he's already being talked about in Ballon d'Or conversations. Even Luis de la Fuente, coach of the Spanish national team, couldn't contain his admiration. Lamine Yamal has made a statement tonight and shown that he should win the Ballon d'Or. De la Fuente told RTV after Yamal netted twice in a thrilling 5-4 Nations League win over France. He's the best player in the world and, in my opinion, of course, he deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. Yet amid the praise, Kroos, now retired and enjoying a well-earned rest, issued a warning that speaks to the challenges awaiting a player with the world at his feet. Success doesn't only depend on the pitch, Kroos said. What matters is how you handle the fame, the pressure, and the distractions that come with it. Coming from Kroos, who played under Ancelotti, Guardiola, and Zidane, and lifted 5 Champions League titles, that message carries weight. He's seen Wonderkids flame out. He's seen egos ruin potential. And he knows the road to sustained greatness is often littered with hidden traps. Yamal, by all accounts, seems grounded. But fame is a fickle friend, especially when the world expects Messi-level magic from you every week. That brings us to the famous number 10 shirt, once worn by Diego Maradona, Ronaldinho, and of course Lionel Messi. Yamal's open desire to wear that sacred number at Barcelona is more than a symbolic gesture. It's a declaration of intent. It's him saying, "I'm not here to follow, I'm here to lead." Former France and Arsenal midfielder Emmanuel Petit sees this hunger as the fuel that could take Yamal beyond even Messi himself. Yamal dribbles past players like it's the PlayStation, Petit told Escapist magazine. He makes defenders look like cones. He could become even better than Messi. Petit added, Messi won 8 Ballon d'Ors. Yamal will have motivation to go even further. He's a joy to watch. It's a bold prediction. But then again, so was betting on a 17-year-old to carry a broken Barcelona side on his shoulders. And yet, here we are. The Ballon d'Or is often political, often based on trophies as much as talent. And while Yamal dazzled throughout the season, he'll face stiff competition. Ousmane Dembélé, reborn at PSG, lifted the Champions League and was instrumental in their treble-winning campaign. Vitinha, also at PSG, became Europe's most complete midfielder and a fan favorite for his elegance and tactical intelligence. There's also Jude Bellingham, whose Real Madrid performances remained electric. And even Kylian Mbappé, despite missing out on European glory, remains a narrative darling. But here's the twist. None of them were more consistently exciting or decisive than Yamal across both club and country. With Barcelona returning to compete at the highest level in Spain riding a golden generation wave, Yamal's double impact might just be enough to sway voters looking for more than just silverware. If he wins, he'll become the youngest Ballon d'Or recipient in history. When you're young, left-footed, play on the right wing, and dribble like your feet have magnets, comparisons to Lionel Messi are inevitable. But for Yamal, they're both a gift and a curse. "I want to carve my own path," he said earlier this year. "I respect Messi more than anyone, but I want people to remember my name, not as the next Messi, just as Lamine Yamal." It's a sentiment echoed by many in the Barca dressing room. Veteran players, including Robert Lewandowski and Ilkay Gundogan, have spoken publicly about Yamal's maturity, humility, and insatiable work ethic. He watches film after training. He studies defenders. He works on his weaker foot. At 17, he's already doing what most 25-year-old professionals don't. That's not just talent, that's obsession. Yamal's rise hasn't happened in a vacuum. Credit must also go to the support structure around him. His father, who manages much of his off-pitch affairs, has kept him away from excessive media hype. His La Masia coaches have guided him carefully, shielding him from burnout while preparing him for inevitable fame. At Barcelona, club president Joan Laporta has placed Yamal at the center of a long-term rebuild under Hansi Flick. The German coach sees him as a future captain, and according to sources at the club, Flick has even requested the squad be built around the young star's creative instincts. That's an enormous endorsement, and even more pressure. Hansi Flick, fresh from his spell with Germany and Bayern Munich, brings with him a reputation for tactical precision and developing young players. Under Flick, Yamal has been given freedom but also responsibility. No longer just a winger, he often drifts centrally, acting as a hybrid 10/winger who links midfield and attack. This tactical tweak has produced staggering results. More involvement in playmaking, improved assist numbers, more chances created per 90. Even in games where he doesn't score, Yamal dominates the rhythm, pulling strings like a maestro in a teenager's boots. Some pundits argue it's too soon, that the Ballon d'Or should be earned with years of consistency, not one breakout season, that perhaps the hype is blinding us. But then again, they said the same about a certain 19-year-old from Rosario back in 2006. Messi didn't win the Ballon d'Or until 2009, but the world knew it was coming. With Yamal, the world is wondering if he might do it even earlier. Toni Kroos quote says it best. "I've never seen anything like it at that age. He steps up in difficult moments. That's not normal. That's what makes Lamine Yamal special. Not just the dribbles, not just the flair, but the mentality, the refusal to be ordinary." And come September, he might just become the youngest player in history to be crowned as the best footballer on the planet. If you're as excited about Lamine Yamal's rise as we are, make sure to like the video and let us know. Should he win the 2025 Ballon d'Or? Or are we witnessing history too soon?